Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach, and it is Real Talk Friday. I want to show you the Rock Bottom Outreach picture that we did in our photo shoot, and it looks just like this. Kind of a military look, and it says, Standing in the Gap. Rock Bottom Outreach, Standing in the Gap. And you may say, what does that mean exactly? And I will get into that in a minute. I want to share a radio program I heard yesterday, found it very interesting. And I get what the guy's saying, and it was a minister, a pastor that was talking to an NFL coach, if you would. Now, they did not identify who he was because they didn't want to upset anyone. But he asked the coach this. He said, do you see a big difference between the players that have been raised by a mom and a player that's been raised by a dad? And the coach said, oh, absolutely, absolutely. And he said, the ones raised by mom, you have to treat them like a woman. I'm like, a woman? Did I hear that correctly? And he said, a woman. He said, a lot of times they're more sensitive than the other players, and they're very passive a lot of times. That is kind of the environment they've been raised in, or primarily women in their life. And so they have this special bond with mom. And here's the deal. A mama can't be a daddy can't be a mama. But he said, here's what's important about that, is that person that did not have a male figure in their life, it's important that someone stands in the gap, meaning a coach, a mentor, someone from church, takes them fishing, spends time with them to begin to show them what being a man looks like. But because, I mean, how do you even know what a man is? And a lot of us, it took me, 40 years to even get an idea of what that looked like. And so you can't expect an 11-year-old kid to, hey, go be a man. It's not possible. And so, again, that's what we call standing in the gap. Here's what that looks like. Okay, let's say you got mama, all right, and a kid. What's in the middle? There's a big gap right here. Okay, and so someone's got to bridge that gap, okay, to connect. And so that's why standing in the gap is when there's something missing. That's where we come in, and we do a lot of mentoring. We speak at a lot of schools, and the key part is we try to build relationships with these kids. And we're really drawn to schools that have a lot of father wounds, broken families, if you would. You'd be amazed how many schools we go to and we ask, how many kids are from a broken home? You'd be amazed how many hands go up. The majority of the rock bottom guys, that was our story. A lot of us were from broken homes. And so a lot of times we believe to say, well, when we get divorced, he'll be fine. And I'm not saying he won't, but there's some important things in that they need a male in their life, okay, as the same a female needs a female in their life. And so that's what this football coach is talking about. Not trying to offend anyone, but to say there's a great need there. And so think about it. Think about the truth in that. And there is a lot of truth. And I've seen that too in kids I've coached that are very sensitive. It doesn't mean it's bad, but a lot of times it's important to bring them along differently. They just respond differently. And so, here's why I ask for your support. We are traveling a lot lately. The documentary just came out. And so we get asked to come to a lot of schools. And that's what we utilize expenses for a lot of times, for travel, reimbursement, advertising. And we are a nonprofit organization. But I'm asking for your help today. If you go to our website, which is www.rockbottomoutreach.org, it says donate RBO. You can do a one-time gift, $5 to $1, whatever you want to do. And you'll get a receipt immediately. We need your support. We have a brand new website going up. Documentary came out, which we're really blessed with. But we really want to reach out in a broader area to young people. And so this is going to help. So pray about it. We could use your help. If you benefit from these videos or Rock Bottom Outreach, we really could use your support. Pray about it. Standing in the gap. Why don't you help stand in the gap? It's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. Real Talk Friday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.